Welcome everyone to another positivity video here from Nikoli's Kitchen. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nick. This journey is all about scratch-made food and positive energy. I really appreciate you taking the time to check it out. Make sure if you like the content, if you like what you're seeing here, make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified whenever I release future content. Hey yo. Now, if you're an old school wrestling fan, just hearing that, and I know I'm late to the game on this, but it'll remind you, of course, of either Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, as he was known as in his early days in WWE. But Scott Hall, you know, passed away not long ago. And it reminded me of kind of hearing about like him struggling a lot, and this was quite a few years ago now, because Diamond Dallas Page, DDP, who, you know, does this whole DDP yoga thing, he and Jake the Snake Roberts, and I know we're getting wrestling on you guys, it's, I don't know, but he gets this phone call from Scott Hall, who at that point in his life was struggling immensely, like drinking nonstop, like wake up in the morning, start drinking vodka, like, you know, literally drinking like all day, every day, and just wanting to die. And I remember I found out about this at a time in my life when I was struggling in a similar fashion. There was a time a few years ago in my life that I didn't want to be here anymore. I was so miserable. I was so unhappy. I felt so terrible. I felt so trapped. I was just so tired of being in anguish. My anxiety was just absolutely in overdrive. I felt so bad all the time. And try as I could, try as I might, like it just didn't feel like there was any way to resolve the situation other than just not being here anymore. Now, I never tried to do anything. I never made any attempts at anything. But what I did do was I just started to let my health go really bad. And that doesn't help. And it took me a long time to kind of get through to the other side of that. And I still struggle at times. I still really struggle with knowing and respecting and with understanding my own self-worth. But I guess I wanted to kind of just relate that story and share that story as a larger part of the positivity segment here, in that you are never alone. You are never alone. And I am someone who I feel alone all the time. I have just moments where I will just feel so lost, like nobody cares, like nobody's thinking about me, like nobody can be bothered about me. And I know in my heart that that's not true. I know that there's so many people that care about me. I know there's so many people who would love to hear from me, love to talk to me, love to help me if I would only open up to them. And one thing that I've always really struggled with in my life, and that has always been really hard for me, is to be the one that reaches out first. And if you're that person, you're kind of listening to this or you're watching this and you resonate with that, don't wait. If you need help, if you are engaging in self-destructive behaviors, if you feel like you don't want to live anymore, don't wait. Don't give up on you. Don't you dare give up on you for a single second, because I promise you are so loved. You are so good. You have so much to offer this world. All storms, no matter how terrible they may be, will inevitably end. There is light at the other side. There is hope at the other side. There is a better life out there waiting for you, but it's going to take a little bit of hard work from you to get there. What I would urge you to do, and just kind of sitting and thinking about all this, and like I said, when he passed, it just kind of, it brought all those feelings and it brought all those memories up for me of remembering the time in my life when I felt like that, when I felt so trapped. And I talked on the last show, I shared that letter from Holly Butcher where she talked about don't waste a single day of your life being miserable. And I absolutely sincerely mean that. Don't waste a single day of it. Don't do what I did. Because, oh my God, I was so angry all the time. I was so hurt all the time. Nothing I ever did was good enough. Nothing I ever did was right. Everything I ever did was wrong. I always felt so attacked, so hated. Just never spend a day of your life being miserable. Don't be a coward like I was. You know, just eating myself to death and just wanting to die, wanting to not be here anymore. I could have changed that at any time. And I didn't, and I just hoped. Someday it's going to get better. This is why I talked about, like, several weeks ago on the show, or maybe a couple months ago or whatever, I talked about karma, and I talked about, you know, not wasting your time for karma to come around. If you're a good person and if you do good things, you know, I mean, I do truly on one hand believe that, like, good things will come to you if you do good things, but you have to be proactive about it. It's not just something that's just going to happen if you sit and don't do anything. And I guess the whole reason I'm kind of getting into this here in positivity today is because I want to try to galvanize you to go out there and do something. If you're miserable, if you're unhappy with some aspect of your life, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because life is not just going to hand it to you. Nothing that comes in this life comes easy. You've got to be willing to get there in the trenches and fight for it and work for it. So don't wait. Don't spend a single day of your life being miserable. Make that phone call. Scott Hall got on a plane and he flew to DDP's house. And he started doing yoga, and he gave up drinking, he gave up drugs, and he lived a lot more years and got a lot better. In his Hall of Fame speech, he finished off his speech at the end by saying, "In my lifetime, I've learned hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do." That was like his shtick in wrestling. He was the bad guy. And I mean, that's really, really true. And I like, it's taken me a lot of hard work to try to get where I am. And the bad times that I had, the bad situations that I was in, they ended. They're gone. They're over. My life is so much better now because I persevered. I kept working hard. I kept working to lose weight. I kept working to cut pounds off, which I'm thrilled to say that they are slipping off. I worked hard to try to improve my craft in terms of podcasting, in terms of content creation, in terms of literally everything I do. I've tried to make myself a better person. I've tried to lead a life, and I've tried to put an example out there that maybe people can take something good away from it. That's why this video is here. That's why this podcast is here. That's why I do the things that I do. Because I want to leave a good mark on the world. I want to make a positive difference in the world. If I can make your life better, if I can change your life in some small way, make you think differently about something, then that's everything to me. I always hoped and I always dreamed that I would have a great, wonderful, honest, trustworthy relationship. And I do. I always dreamed that I would be working to get my debts paid off, and I would persevere, keep struggling, keep going through the grind. And I faced some tough years financially where there wasn't much to rub together. Maybe a penny, maybe two. But I'm better now. Things are better now. Everything is so much better now. And I continue to work so hard to lose more weight, to stay in good shape. I'm exercising so much. This month, I've been to the gym more days than I haven't. And when I'm not at the gym, I'm out walking, getting several miles in on my feet. Nothing in the world, nothing in life, nothing is ever going to come easy. I promise you that. But have the strength, have the courage to walk away from a situation that's bad for you. Have the strength to pick up that phone and call and get somebody for help. Reach out there, because there are people out there that are willing to help you, that are willing to listen, and that will help you and will give you advice and help you get out when you're struggling and you're suffering the most. Don't you dare ever, ever, ever give up. Because you are amazing. And you still have so much to give and so much to offer to this world. You can't walk away from everything that you still have yet to give. If I was gone, if I had eaten myself, into a grave, I wouldn't be here right now to be able to record this content for you that you're watching right now. And if you're taking something good away from this, it's because I'm still here, because I stopped it. I dropped the sugar. I started counting calories. I started exercising and working harder. Weight started to fall off. I got to throw away all the fat clothes. I got to graduate into smaller sizes. With the improvement in my physical health and my mental health followed. Everything will come in time. And I know some days the struggle is so difficult. And I record this, when I'm recording this for you and you're watching or listening to this, I record it just as much for me, because there's days when I need to hear this more than others. So there's days that I need to know that it gets better. Like Holly said, don't spend a day of your life being miserable. Don't waste a single moment of it. If there's something in your life that's not working for you, that you need to change, what are you waiting for? Life is not going to change for you unless you're willing to change it. So get out there and don't you dare give up. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you check out the other positivity stuff here on the channel. If you're interested in some of the gaming stuff that I've done, check that out too. I would really love to be able to go through the stream replays and get those edited and get those popped online here. I can't promise when that's going to happen. I'm just too busy prepping for live stream for the cure and doing all that kind of stuff. But I really want to try to get highlights of those cooking streams up here on the channel. I'm also going to be bringing over replays from my Hardcore Minecraft series. Like I said, make sure you check that out on the live stream for the Cure Twitch. Every day I survive in Hardcore Minecraft, I'm donating $1 to live stream for the Cure. And the goal is to try to make this world be this huge thing. It's a stream-only world. I'm only doing it on stream. I'm not playing it off camera. So make sure you tune into that as well. I hope that wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, that you're doing so amazing, that you're being kind to yourself. You are wonderful. You are amazing. Thank you so much for taking some of your time to be here with me today. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for coming on this journey with me.